All right, we'll get started. We'd like to welcome the winner of the 2023 Hero World Challenge, Scottie Scheffler, to the interview room. Scottie, congratulations. Your third worldwide victory this season, first since the Players' Championship. What does winning here at Albany after a couple of close calls mean to you?
Yeah, it's great. Like I said, I was kind of on the outside looking in the last couple of years on Sunday, and I needed good back nines just to finish second, give myself an outside chance. So going into today, it was definitely nice being in the lead, and then I played solid golf to kind of finish it off. And
to cap off a great year with your third win here, looking ahead to next year, what does this win do for your confidence going into 2024?
Yeah, great confidence going into next year. Only probably, I think we got maybe 4 weeks until we leave again, and so it's definitely nice kind of having the momentum of a win as I go into preparing for next season. And yeah, I mean, couldn't get better momentum than this. All
right, we'll take some questions out here. If you have a question, we'll get a microphone to you. We'll start with Dave, second row.
Scottie, congratulations. How good does this win feel? Like, I know he mentioned it hadn't won since the Players, but you've been so close a lot this year. This must just feel really good.
Yeah, it feels good. I'm very proud of how I played today. Teddy and I did a good job out there, staying patient, kept the ball in play, gave myself a lot of looks, and I didn't feel like I gave the rest of the field much of I don't know if much of a chance is the right word, but like I didn't make any bogeys, and so there wasn't a ton of mistakes for them to kind of use as momentum. It was more of a make them come and catch me kind of day, and I did a really good job of not trying to force things, not trying to do anything outside my comfort zone, and I just played solid most of the day and made some two good birdies on 14, 15, and then finished it off nicely.
A win is a win. Does it matter where it comes from or when it happens?
Nope.
We're going to go over to Martin on the right.
Congratulations, Scottie. You're at the end of the year now. When you look back, what rating are you going to give yourself out of 10 and why? What's your report card going to be?
Shoot, I don't know how to rate myself, but I think I'm proud of how I played this year. I think the consistency was as good as it's been in my whole career, and I'm very proud of the stuff that I was able to accomplish this year. The win in Phoenix was great. Knocking off the Players was wonderful as well, and coming here and getting a win this week feels great. Great way to finish off the year.
Just looking forward to next year. You've been a big supporter of the Scottish Open the last few years. Is that going to be on your schedule again? And what do you think you can get out of that event going into the Open at Troon?
Yeah, I've typically played the Open or the Scottish Open before the Open Championship. To be honest, I haven't looked that far into the schedule. It's a way that I like to kind of prepare for, but that gets to be a little bit of a weird part of the schedule with the Olympics being something that I'm obviously trying to qualify for and something I'm hoping to be a part of. But it's pretty far ahead, so I hadn't gotten too far.
We'll go to Joy and then Brody.
Scottie, at the pre-tournament press conference, you spoke about putting, and you must be really pleased with the way you putted out there this week.
Yeah.
You're pretty good.
Yeah, I think that's a good assessment. I'm very pleased with my game. I felt like coming into this week, I felt like I was in a good spot, but I didn't really know because I hadn't really played much tournament golf, and got off to a pretty slow start the first day, but then ever since I think probably after the first 6 holes, I played some really, really great golf, and that's why I'm walking out here with a win versus coming out not with a win. And so I'm very pleased with how I putted. I felt like I rolled it solid, and it's definitely nice to see some early results with the stuff that Phil and I have been working on.
You have permission to roll your eyes at this question, but would you rather have 10 top fives or one win when you balance that consistency with wanting to win?
I mean, I don't really know how to answer that, to be honest. I like winning. Winning is a tremendous amount of fun. Honestly, I don't really know how to elaborate on that, but it's definitely nice to win, and it's also nice to be consistent. But finishing second is not nearly as good of a feeling as finishing first.
On the aisle here.
Scottie, it's just been, say, about 22 odd months since you got your first maiden PGA Tour win. And now you've been a world number one for almost 64 weeks. Do you think it's been such a dream run when you began, say, the 2022? Would you have dreamt that 2023 would finish like this? I mean, it's like
Yeah, I think when you say it like that, it definitely still sounds a little bit weird. I've talked a decent amount about how I don't really feel like my life has changed, and now I'm just, when I come out here and compete, things are a little bit different. But at home, everything's still the same. And so when you put it in perspective like that, it sounds great. And I probably wouldn't have dreamed of anything like that. I've never been a guy that looks too far into the future. I do my best to try and stay in the present. And just for right now, it's nice to reflect on this season. It's nice to finish off the year with a win, and it'll be good as we go home and get ready for Christmas and get ready for Kapalua to kind of have the momentum of this week.
Scottie, we've always seen you smile. Is there any time that you actually are not happy with yourself and you let the world know? I mean, does it show on your face ever? We've never seen it. At least I haven't.
I'm sure my wife would tell you otherwise. But no, I try not to show too much emotion out there on the golf course, and Teddy, I think, does a pretty good job of keeping me in a good frame of mind. And so I'm sure a lot of the smiles you see out on the course are probably some dumb joke that he made, and his laughter is a little bit contagious. I'm not sure if I think his jokes are that funny, or if it's just that he's laughing, then I want to laugh too. On a more serious note, I think we have a lot of fun out there together. I think Teddy's a great guy, and he works really hard, and he's just a great presence and kind of partner for me to have out there on the course. And so, I'm sure that's where some of that joy comes from.
Paul, second row.
Scottie, I know you're not a guy that pays much attention to the outside noise or what people are saying, but obviously your putting has been a topic of conversation for a while now. Is that something that you feel on the outside, or when you're on the course?
No, not when I'm on the course. I mean, when I come in here and get asked a bunch of questions about it, it's a little bit different. But when I'm out there competing, I mean, no, it doesn't really cross my mind. I'm just trying to get the most out of what I'm doing. And this week I feel like I did a really good job of staying in the present and hitting a lot of good shots and hitting a lot of solid putts as well. And then
you said you didn't pay much attention to golf or think about much golf when you were off, but it had to give you some time to work on the putting a little bit. How much do you attribute just having some time away from the week-to-week grind of the tour to kind of really refine a skill?
Yeah, I would say that was a big part of it. Kind of having that time off to, how do I phrase this? I've always been a guy that works really, really hard, and sometimes I think I can work almost too hard. And so when I'm struggling with something like my putting was last year, it's almost like I focus too much on it at times. And when the off season came about, I did a good job of kind of putting my clubs away and thinking about other stuff. The grind of a season can wear you down almost more than anything, and I think that happened to me a bit last year. And I took some good time to just get rested, get refreshed, spend some time at home with family, friends, and focused on other things to try not to focus on golf. You're always going to be focused on something, and so I found some other stuff to kind of distract myself a little bit.
Adam?
Scottie, how many more tournaments do you think you might have won this season if you putted like you did this week?
No idea.
You want to guess?
The only thing I know is that you were going to ask that question.
You had never worked with a different coach other than Randy. Do you wish maybe you started earlier with Phil or somebody else on putting?
I don't think so. I think when you struggle with something, I think you continue to learn and you learn more about yourself. And sometimes struggling with something like that can almost reset your mind at the things that are most important. And I try not to place too much of my identity in what I shoot on the golf course or how many tournaments I've won. And sometimes when you really struggle with something, it kind of helps you reset to remember why I come out here and play this game every week, and why I love to do it. And so this fall was really kind of a great time for me to sit back and just relax and try and get refreshed and ready to go for another season. And Phil has done a really good job early on of helping me have a clear head when I'm on the greens, and I know what we're trying to work on now, and it's been very beneficial.
What's it like to get the trophy from Tiger, and did he say anything that meant something to you?
It was really cool for me 2 years ago just to get into this tournament. I'd seen the Hero World Challenge pretty much my entire life, and it seemed like such a fun time. Only 20 guys and 20 of the best players in the world coming down to play Tiger's event, and it was very special this year having him back out on the course. Seeing him complete 4 rounds was so cool. It was fun getting in the lunchroom today and seeing him teeing off on the first hole, seeing the red and black, walking down the fairways. And as players, we're excited to see him back. Hopefully we'll get to see more of him. We're appreciative of all he's done for the game and all he's doing for us players now off the course. And, with all this stuff going on with our tour, we're very appreciative of all the work that he's putting in for the betterment of the PGA Tour.
Other questions? All right, Scottie, thank you very much for your time. Congratulations.
All right. Thanks, y'all.